Welcome back to our channel, Couple of Golfers. We're going to do a different style of video actually, where Russ is going to be taking charge.
I'm going to be showing you how I prep for a tournament. So I've got a clutch tour event here, one day here at Tandridge, and I'm just going to show you how I prep for that on the back nine.
Yeah, so I'm going to be chatting away to him. Hopefully,
with my caddy.
Yeah, half caddy. I'll be helping, maybe a tiny
Not
bit.
carrying the bag, but
yeah. I'm not carrying the bag. It's too heavy.
0.
So heavy.
Cat.
That bag weighs an absolute ton. There's no way I'm carrying that.
Well, it has got 4 sleeves of balls in it, so I thought we were doing a separate video, but never mind.
But yeah, anyway, I'm going to be chatting to Russ, asking him a load of questions that I think you guys will want to know and will want to see from him in preparation for the clutch event on Thursday.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Should we do it? Okay. Hole 10. We are 420 yards. We're basically going to be going at the middle of the left bunker, and probably going to have to hit this pretty quickly because these guys are going to moan.
That was probably an unfortunate position to end up in, would you say?
Yeah, it was actually, because 20 yards right at that, I'm in the middle of the fairway. I actually thought I was going to carry that mound.
Why is the play hybrid here as well?
Well, I just kind of like it. I think the fairway's wide enough. If it's like a bit of a warmer day, I'll probably hit 3-iron, just because it's only 420 yards. 3-iron will probably go 240, which will leave me a nice shot up into the green. I just think driver will bring too much into play, and right now I couldn't even tell you where it's going.
So would someone who's confident with driver end up hitting driver?
Oh yeah, people will hit driver. Maybe they'll hit 3-wood just to lay up short of the bunkers.
Yep.
Which the bunkers with my yardage chart.
So you use this quite a bit as well, right?
Yeah, just to know where the trouble is, how far the trouble is away. Those bunkers are going to be 300 yards off the yellow tees, so driver would actually find them. 3-wood might be okay. Yeah, I chose to hit hybrid onto a mound.
You would hit this one?
Yeah, I would probably hit this one, but sometimes, like if I hit it into rough that I didn't actually want to be in, or that I would think it would create a negative feeling, I would just put the ball in the middle of the fairway where I think I would want to hit it to, obviously in the middle of the fairway. And then it creates a bit more of a positive look for the hole. Even with this one, I mean, the lie is probably not ideal. It's not ideal at all, so we're actually just going to do that. Basically, if I hit it down the middle, I would end up in this portion of the fairway. So that's 168 yards to the flag, playing 3 yards uphill. So we got 171 total. Yeah, this is exactly where I would want hybrid to finish.
And what would you choose to do now?
7-iron.
Okay.
And that flag is staring at me going, hit me, please.
So you're going straight for the flag?
Straight at the flag.
Ooh.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, good shot.
Bit of wind up there. Good club.
What were your expectations from that shot? Exactly that kind of?
Yeah, I mean 7-iron, 170 yards out. You're not going to hit it next to the flag all the time. But you can definitely get some visuals, and there's a good number for that club. You can also work out from hitting shots out here where the wind is going to come from, like what sort of it will do to the shot. Like that one, I went straight at the flag and hit a little draw, and it still moved right on the wind. So it just shows you that the wind actually, even though the green's blocked out, is still going to hit it, which is always good. Okay, another little tip. So when we're out on a hole like this, I will tend to pace out how far, because you can see there's a false front. Maybe the camera might not pick it up, but let's just say you were to roll one up there, false front means that ball is coming back, right? So if you hit it up, don't quite hit it far enough, that ball's rolling off the green. So I would tend to, at the start of the green, pace up. So 9 paces, maybe 10 paces, I would have to hit it 10 yards up the green to make sure it sticks. If I'm under that, the ball's coming all the way back down. Another good tip, and make sure you write it in the book. So I will tend to try and get the feel of some of the slopes, or for like the more 3-rounders, you'll get pin positions. Like each, you'll get 2 days pin positions, or they'll spray dots that you can kind of putt to and get used to it. But out here is pretty simple. For a 1 round, I'll just putt to the hole and try and get the speed and lines.
Pretty good putt.
Which are pretty good putt.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then keep it pretty simple. If I hit a good putt, I won't hit another one, because that just, you might as well walk off positive than hitting another one and it'd be worse than that. So we've got 382, 372 hole, bunkers, the long right bunker's 273 off the white, so you always take 10 off that because we're ahead. 263, so I can basically carry it all with driver. Hole's not really long enough for me to need to go with driver, so again, we'll just hit hybrid.
Yeah, from me, like visually looking at that hole, I would say you want to be on the left side of the fairway. Is that right?
So another tip would be, I would always be aiming to try and get my ball finishing on the lighter half of the fairway.
The lighter half.
Just because you are going down grain then.
Okay.
So I think we've gone into it a while ago about how they cut the fairways.
Yeah.
But the lighter half of the fairway is always a down grain, sort of the grass is always going with you. So it would actually assist you on your second shot instead of, unless you want to try and create a bit more spin. Maybe it's a front flag. You need to try and hit the ball a little higher, create some spin, which then the intergrain will actually help, because really you're kind of going into the grass, which will sort of help you create that spin a bit. Knock down wedge, just left of the flag. Looks like the green kind of slopes towards the right. Yeah, that's it. I actually had quite, well, I went through my brain was I just had quite a good number. Okay. So it's just really a nice wedge aiming at the flag. Hopefully the wind does its job a little bit. Didn't generate too much spin, so we've gone a tiny bit past it, but hit the shot when I wanted to. I can't help it if it takes a firm bounce. That's just the way it is. But like I said, down grain, I ain't spinning it as much.
Yeah. So would you try, when you're playing the tournament, will you try and get it on the other side?
Depends on where the flag is. With a flag like that, I still think I've just played it really nicely. I've got 12 feet for birdie, so. Positive vibes. Well, when you do that, it creates a positive mindset on the hole. So Thursday, I'm going to birdie this. Well, I've just hit my tee shot. We're at hole 12. It's a par 5. Dog legs right, so left to right. And there looks like there's a big bit of building stuff going on the right. So they've deemed it out of bounds. So I've just hit driver up the middle. Also to see if driver gets past all the trouble if I was to fan one a little bit right, which is a good indicator. If it doesn't, I'll probably just hit 3-iron.
Oh, you mean because it might go down that?
Yeah.
It looks like a quarry, kind of.
Obviously, if you hit it out of bounds, that's no good for anyone. Depends on how I'm feeling, depends how I've hit drivers during the day. I might hit 3-iron up here. Looks like I can still get there with 3-iron anyway. Yeah. Yeah, so it's only 475. It's just the second shot's uphill, so it's going to play a bit longer.
You're just in front of that bunker as well.
Yeah, so we've hit probably as good as you can get here. Unless, obviously, apart from I wish it was in the fairway, but I mean, it's perfect.
It's perfect, yeah.
I mean, if I've hit it how I want to off the tee, and it's just rolled into the rough, I'll always keep it there. just so then I can see how the rough reacts, or the ball reacts out of the rough.
Nice shot.
It's come out really hot, so that's going to be long.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh no, maybe not. We hit the bank,
good.
so got away with that. But if it missed the bank, it would have gone long because it came out hot. But it didn't, so we'll probably just go and tap that in for eagle, I guess.
Do you know if he makes eagle on this back nine and we didn't make one on the front nine, he'll be well angry.
Oh, I did have you as a partner.
I'll class myself as a bad luck charm if that is the case.
Nah, we just had a stinker on the front.
We did have a stinker front nine.
Tell you what,
That could be really good actually.
it was really good until it decided to come back. So this is
Has it rolled back?
This is another example as to what you would do in a practice round.
Pace out the...
Is just make sure you pace out how far up the green you've got to hit it before it comes back, because all those arrows back there, that green is coming back to front.
Yeah. Really? Okay.
So anything long is dead. You ain't getting up and down.
Wow.
Because chipping downhill, you could literally chip it from the back off the front if they're fast.
Which they will be.
They will be. Yeah.
So that's what these arrows indicate?
Yes. All coming this way. Sometimes you'll get blank books that you can actually draw your own arrows in. But as you can see, this is probably 7 paces up the green. But even that, the whole green is coming this way, back to front. So long is not an option in 2. Stopped up nicely.
Oh, wow.
What a view.
What a view. So are we reading greens at all? What is the...
Not really.
Minimal green reading?
Just because I don't like reading too much into the greens if I don't know where the flags are.
Okay.
If I know, if they've sprayed them and I know where the flags are, I'll hit different putts to each bit of spray, just because you will know that you'll have a putt around that hole anyway.
Yeah.
But this, I mean, they might not put the pin there.
Yeah.
They might put it there. So
yeah,
if I read this, pointless. Unless they keep it there, and then obviously I'm hitting the putt anyway, so I can see what it does. Mega slow and right to left. Sometimes, practice rounds, I'll do something like this. Throw it to the worst place on the green or round the green and try and chip it to where an old hole is. And like, classic, I play a good one. But like if the greens are fast, like obviously that gives me good vibes. But if the greens are fast, the likelihood is it's going to end up where you are. Just because long is not a good miss. But at least if I hit it long, now I know I can play it to that flag.
216 yard par 3.
216 yard par 3, yeah.
Hole 13.
And this is probably one of the hardest holes on the golf course.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Even though it looks very straight. But look at that down there.
But you get this downwind and you can't actually stop it.
What if you miss right?
Well, exactly.
You're down there.
But you tend not to try and look at that.
Sorry.
So I will always hit like a fade from the bush. And if it stays left, then it's totally fine.
Russell, it's very lovely. You couldn't have played that any better.
No, and it still hasn't stopped. So it just shows you how quick that green is. But yeah, I couldn't have played that shot any better.
Well done.
Yeah.
Very good. You're putting well.
Yeah.
You know, say the flag was here.
What, sorry?
Say the flag was here.
Yeah.
Where would you aim to land the ball?
Probably now I've seen how these fringes are, 10 feet short of the green.
Okay.
So whatever number I'd get that's at the front of the green, I'd just take 10 feet off it, really.
So you're going to...
like 5 yards.
So you'll know now for when you play this hole that you need to land that.
Oh, no, that if I land this 5 yards of the green, short of the green, because I landed it just on the front of the green.
But I guess it depends. What if the flag's back there?
To be honest, I would play for the middle of the green all day.
You would?
Yeah. I wouldn't even... I'd still look to land it front edge to end up in the middle, or even in this portion. Even if I end up here to any flag on this green, I
feel like this is the stuff that no one would ever think of when you're playing.
No, because people just see flags and they want to go at them.
Yeah.
But if you go at the flag like there, you could potentially make any number you want over there.
Yeah. Because I feel like I would never be like, oh, I'm going to land it on the fringe. I'd always be like, oh, I want to land it as close to the flag as possible.
Yeah. But straight downhill, straight downwind,
This is the stuff
you ain't spinning it. So
that
yeah,
we don't think about.
this nice portion of turf right here is where I would look to land it. And then it would kick on to wherever on the green, and I'd have a putt. Whether it's 40-foot putt, I'll take it.
You just want to putt.
All day long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Walk off this with a 3 every day and I'll be happy.
What a beauty.
It's
You've
unreal,
got that
isn't it?
channel though. What are you analysing now?
Well, just how far that ditch is away, because it's going to be downhill anyway, so probably just going to hit 3-wood and try and just find the fairway. Good tip on this hole would be, with the trouble on the left side with the trees, if you actually tee up on the left side, you've opened up more of the right side for you to see, and you're not staring. If you're over here, you're not staring at all these trees and then you can't actually see the right side. Just a good little tip if you've actually got trouble on one side, or you hit a draw. Like for me, I hit a draw, so I'm always going to be the left side of this tee box. So then I can aim more down the right side, and then if I draw it a little bit too much, I've got more room to play with on the left. Well, I ain't going to hit it better than that.
Position A?
Position A, plus probably. Obviously with the slope, you're probably playing down 30 to the bottom of this fairway. So technically it's gone like 300 yards. Because you take the slope out of it. So on the ground it's gone like probably 330. But because you're hitting down the elevation, you basically take off 30. So if
300 yard 3-wood isn't too bad though.
If it was flat, it would have gone 300, especially the way how I hit that.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So that's what you're going to be looking to do on Thursday, obviously.
Yeah, bang it. Yeah. Couldn't have asked for a better number, really. So we got 154 to the flag.
A good number?
A good number with the elevation.
Yeah. So what do you take into account with the elevation?
Probably +6, so we're playing this about 160, which is not a bad little 8-iron, really. Might have to take a tiny bit off of it.
And where that pin is?
Isn't a bad thing. I'll probably go for it and just hit a little draw.
Did you not
get it trying.
roll off the right?
Well, no, because I'll draw it off the flag back into the middle of the green.
Okay. Wow.
Well, I did hit it with a bit too much draw, so it has gone long. But it's probably a 9-iron.
So this is what you do
So
now.
if I would do this, if I would do that and hit a shot like that, and it would go a little longer than I expected if I pulled it, I would then just club down and just make sure I'm aware of what the next club down, where it would end up. Because I could hit 9-iron here fine, and it would end up better distance-wise. Or I could do that and that might not get there. Or it might get there. But then see that ripping. So it's spinning off the front. So for me, I would probably still hit 8-iron to a back flag, just because I've hit that pretty good, but it's spun right off the front. And then I'm screwed. So I'd kind of look to land this mid fringe, let it hop, and then just release out. Well, that's the danger of leaving yourself in the worst place. Club bounced, semi-thin, caught the ball too much, and yeah, shouldn't have been here. I cannot miss it here.
What if the flag's in?
If the flag is just here in this portion, like 4 off the left, it's probably going to be somewhere. I mean, there's an old hole here. Wouldn't surprise me if it's round here. And if I miss it there, I'm making bogey all day long.
Really?
Yeah. Because you just can't stop it. So you cannot miss here if the flag is there. And I'll know that now from practice rounds. So then I'd rather miss it at the front of the green, putt up, make it, it's a bonus. If not, tap it in for 4 and get the fuck out of here.
Hole 15?
We are, hole 15, 172 yards to the flag.
What club you got?
I got 7 iron. I'm just going to try
Looks
and...
pretty basic, or am I just being stupid?
For what? Yeah, it's just a par 3. But again, I ain't going at that flag because you miss it right,
You're down that.
you're cooked.
Okay.
So where that bunker on the left actually funnels down to the green is where I'm going to start this ball, try and hit a little fade, keep it pretty straight, and then just keep it towards the middle of the green. Because again, I don't know what's down there yet.
Lovely.
Drift a bit.
Is it too far left? Ooh.
Well, no, because you got a good kick.
Did that kick onto the green?
Yeah.
Wow, look at that.
Well, that's the thing. Like, obviously, if you're hitting it to the high part of the green, and it stays dead straight like I was planning on it doing, kicks off the mound and it's middle of the green, maybe even 10 feet away.
Yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah.
Where if I've hit it right at the pin, it's going to kick right and keep going right, and then I'm staring at bogey again.
These are things you just like, I just go for a flag. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't look at, there's a massive ditch down there, even though those are some things you probably should consider. And I guess if you're like maybe a very keen golfer who maybe plays off, I don't know.
This will benefit anyone.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
I tell you, my first professional win came with, I had a lot of time off before I played this tournament. So I was playing the Tartan Tour up at St Andrews and hadn't played for a long time, kind of had a bit of a rest off a busy season at the start, and then went out, and basically the tournament got moved to 2 rounds in 1 day, and I hadn't known how I was hitting it. My practice routine, I don't tend to practice a whole lot, which works better for me. And then went out and literally aimed for the middle of every green that day, and thought, if I knew the course pretty well, if I could just hit the middle of every green, which hitting 18 greens around a golf is tricky as it is, but I knew I wouldn't shoot over par.
Yeah.
Went out, actually hit 18 greens in the morning, shot 4 under, hit 16 greens in the afternoon and shot 10 under, shot 14 under for 2 rounds, won the tournament by 1. And I hadn't played for a month prior, so hadn't got a clue, but I just kept it simple that day. And like round here, you can get caught up if you miss greens. So Thursday, the game plan is going to be hit middle of the greens. Yeah. So anyway, as you can see on this hole, we aimed left side of the green because...
Oh, there's a big ridge.
Yeah, the ridges. So I was aiming at this...
Did you know that was there?
No, but I could kind of get the gist of it. We ended up hitting off this bank because it stayed dead straight, and it's kicked to literally the middle of the green. So we're good.
Did you want to make that look any easier?
Anyway, now I've done this, created positive vibes, I ain't hitting it down there. I mean, you hit it down there, you look 4 or 5 in the face, where if I hit it over here, I've got such a massive amount of space to hit it into.
Yeah.
The left side is always going to be the play on this hole. And then hopefully we get the same outcome. Hole 16 is an interesting one because it is drivable, but...
Can you see it?
Yeah, the green's up. See where that bunker is on the right? That's green side. So I actually don't like driver at all on this hole. 6 iron, keep it simple. Sometimes, like, we will make more birdies with wedges in our hand than actually trying to drive the green. So I'll just play something sensible here, keep it on the fairway. That bunker's 190, so this will go over that. Take off 20 yards, so 170, this is going over that.
Perfect shot, right?
That? Yeah. In the fairway, sets up the wedge.
It's kicked back, mind.
No, it's fine.
Really?
Yeah, fairway goes all the way around that bunker.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's totally stress-free.
Okay.
So like, we can hit the green.
Okay.
So the thought process is,
Do you go for it?
do I go for it? But I reckon there's probably going to be 5% of the field that might go for this.
Really? Jimmy Bullard, is he going for it?
He might do. It also depends on what. It also depends on what score you're on. Like, it's a one-round shootout, and if you're sitting at level par and you need to shoot 3 or 4 under, you've got to make eagle here. So the only shot on is trying to hit the green. 85 yards to the flag. A little bit downhill but uphill. Downwind but uphill even. So nice and simple. Go. All right.
Have you seen the green?
Oh yeah.
You want to land it back there, obviously. You've hit it in the right place.
I hit the yardage and it's totally fine.
Wow.
So we're good. But looking at this, now I know the green and we'll know where the flag is just to make sure I get it there. Whether that's using the bank and spinning it off, or if the flag's back here, just making sure I fly it all the way here. That is going to be so fast on Thursday.
What's that, a little trusty 3-iron?
3-iron. Just because it's not very long anyway. So really I've just got to hit the fairway.
So the play is 3-iron all day
3-iron, yeah, just to draw it off that right bunker. Hit the fairway and have like a good number. Or hit it dead straight at that bunker. And it goes straight in that bunker.
Okay.
However, I might hit 5-iron on Thursday.
Really?
Well, if that got into the bunker, all I need to do is leave myself with a wedge or a 9-iron because they're my scoring clubs. So if 3-iron goes in the bunker and 5-iron stays short of all the bunkers and leaves me with like 140, I'm good with that. It's actually a really good number.
94 yards.
Yeah, just a full 58 because it's going to play a little uphill. 58's for 104 yards. Expecting a little bit of spin. So just hit a full shot. Just like that.
Okay.
Funny enough, it actually did spin a bit more than I thought it would. Because it pitched there. Which still isn't too bad.
Would have been nice if it stayed there.
Yeah, but it's all downhill. Again, it's one of those that the flag probably will be here actually. Because if you hit it here, you're cooked.
Oof.
And that's how fast they are at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So that'll probably roll off. Just shows you, doesn't it? Mess it up, get punished.
Ball's down there.
I like it though. The turf's quite tight. It's nice for chipping. Now I've actually got the right wedge in the bag.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Look good.
Yes. Well, on to the last.
Shall we?
We shall. Hole 18.
Not hitting driver.
No, I was hoping I could hit driver just to practice, but it's not driver. I'm going to hit 3-iron and I'm going to try and hit it like I did on that last hole, the third shot, because it was pretty powerful. and just split the 2 markers really. Just keep it up the middle. It's only 400 yards. So
Split the 2. Okay, yeah.
see the 2 150 markers?
Yeah.
They're the goalposts, favouring the left side.
Is that where you think it's going to go?
What do you mean? No, I just mean favouring the left side because right is dead.
Okay.
So I'd always rather be on the left side of the fairway.
Yep.
And then just pound it. Oh, just like that. Sap the number.
Yep.
135 yards to the flag. Wind's picked up a bit now, so we're straight into the face, but we're also in the rough, so it's going to come out a little bit hot. So I've kind of put the number at 140, taking it off because there's going to be no spin, so we're at 135 again, so that's the feel of the number I'm going to play.
Yep. Does that run off?
No, that's good.
Good?
Yeah. Good number. But you can see that you won't be able to see over that hump.
Oh, so you know there's a hump there?
Yeah, I know there's a ridge there.
Okay.
So if the ball goes over it, I mean, now you can see the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
I know that it's still on the green.
Yeah.
But these are good for that because you can then see where the ridges are. Look at that green on the last.
Mad. All runs
so
down.
back to front. 17, where I was doing the practice chipping. That is why you don't miss 17 long, ever.
So what's the mindset now after the round, do you reckon?
Well, the mindset is knowing I can make birdies out here.
Okay.
Um,
Just go for greens, is that still the mindset?
It's going to be middle of the greens, and when I see the green light to go at a flag, I'm going to go at a flag.
Okay.
Oh.
Positive though,
little bug.
I feel like.
Yeah, positive vibes after this back nine.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Creating chances, hitting the ball well. Don't really feel like I've missed a shot.
Do you think the greens, because they're in very good condition, will suit you better?
Yeah, fast greens. I like fast greens, but it'll also mean take a couple yards off every second shot because they'll be firmer.
Yeah.
Like this evening, they're going to be softer. So it's like spinning a little bit more. But come Thursday, I'll be playing probably in the morning and they're going to be fast and hard. So
oh, wow. So
just
pretty.
take a couple more yards off every shot.
Again, though, good putt.
Yeah, I thought it was going to turn in a bit more, but the wind will be pushing it. Yeah.
We're getting some wind now. Yeah, good putt.
Oh, and that is how we do that.
Yeah, well done.
Thanks for walking. Hope you learnt some tips out there from me. That's how I prep for a tournament. Probably show you a bit more as well, like how I prep for other tournaments, I guess. Maybe like 3-day tournaments. The prep is a little bit different, just because this is an 18-hole shootout. So it's very much like get some good thoughts and then go at stuff, even though I will be still going at the middle of the greens. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. Any questions on any of the tips that I said, please comment, ask away.
Yeah, ask
I'll
away,
answer
definitely.
them. And if you've got any more questions that you want to ask,
or stuff you didn't feel like we spoke about enough, or got in there for you to actually, you know, tips you want on the golf course that maybe we can explain for next time.
Yeah,
in a bit
and
more
obviously
detail.
if you like them, then comment and say you like them, and then like it and subscribe.
Thank you. We're a couple of golfers. Like, comment and subscribe.
We out. So thought I'll just jump on this and have a little talk post tournament round actually, as we filmed the prep that I did for the Clutch Pro Tour at Tandridge a couple of days before, and then obviously the editing side of things. Whilst that was going on, I was playing the tournament. Ignore the state of the boot, by the way. It's just a golfer's boot. But yeah, just basically, so I ended up finishing level par for the round. Did not have my best out there at all. I was kind of hitting it all over the place. So scrambling on that golf course really well. But yeah, it's level par for me. Finished tied 22nd, I think. So yeah, a lot of improvement to try and make happen over the next few weeks. Got a few good trips coming up. And then, yeah, just to go into kind of how the tournament prep round helped me, especially not hitting it that well. Just knowing where to go and kind of where to miss on each hole was massively important. So yeah, a lot of the stuff you're going to see on how I prepped for a tournament really went into play. Obviously you don't go into a tournament thinking you're going to hit it as badly as I did. But when you know where you're going and you've got some sort of tips that you've kind of looked at whilst doing your practice, it really does help for if you're not quite on your game. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video that we put together. Any questions about how I prep for a tournament, just shoot them over in the comments. And yeah, I'm sure we can, well, I'll be playing a lot more tournaments coming up, so prepare for some more tournament prep rounds with Russ. Thanks, guys.